Seattle is a city of dreamers and innovators.
Seattle's a great place to live.
It's a very international city.
There's always something interesting going on if you're interested in music, if you like food.
There's a lot of ethnic diversity as well as socioeconomic diversity.
So we have a very rich history of genetics here at the University of Washington. The Division of Genetics was founded in 1957 by Arno Matulski, who literally wrote the book on human genetics.
Arno was legendary for his role as a scientist, as an innovator, as an educator, and as a mentor. And we are carrying on his legacy today in research, clinical care, and training the next generation of medical geneticists.
The residents in our training program will find themselves working in labs that are very much at the cutting edge, and those new discoveries that will be applied to medicine in the future will be the environment that they're learning in.
It's been said that before that genetics is a subspecialty of medicine, and we actually think of medicine as a subspecialty of genetics.
There's been a tremendous explosion in technology and understanding relating to clinical genetics, particularly over the last 10 years, but really over the last 50 years. So it's a very exciting time to be in genetics.
One of our foremost faculty members is Dr. Mary Claire King, who is well known for her work in the discovery of the BRCA genes, which are the most important cause of hereditary breast and ovarian cancer risk. She has won numerous awards, including the Lasker Award.
Residents come here, they start with a year of clinical work. They do get integrated into a lab during that year and sometimes do rotations through several labs in that year to find an intellectual home. We try and help them match their interests. We have an enormously broad faculty, so we have not had trouble finding multiple possible placements for any trainee. And the science that's being done here is cutting edge. The researchers are very well known, and people can really make a mark as a trainee in the research field. And then they have skills that will translate into a faculty position for them when they leave our training program.
You have 2 departments to support you and a lot of faculty to learn from. And some of the faculty have been here so long that, they have syndromes named after them, and you're learning from that person who described the syndrome, which is pretty great.
So one of the advantages of the University of Washington is that we've got tremendous diversity with respect to the types of genetics in which people are interested. So there are people interested in human population genetics and organismal genetics and basic genome sciences and clinical genetics. So virtually every aspect of genetics is represented at the University of Washington.
Genetics is really the best specialty if you are okay with being in a specialty where there's a lot of unanswered questions. And I think compared to most fields of medicine, there's a plethora of unanswered questions, and that's what drew me to genetics.
Certainly a lot of innovation happens here at Children's at the UW. I work in the brain tumor clinic, and there's just so much advances in cancer, tumor testing and identifying treatments that are targeted for the patient rather than broad. So you hear that word precision medicine a lot, and I think we're really getting closer to that and in benefiting our patients more directly and sooner in the process of their care. I think that's really the innovative side of things in Seattle.
Since becoming here just over 2 years ago, I've made diagnoses of things I've only ever read about in books before that I hadn't been exposed to in 15 years in genetics. So you'll see just about everything because we cover the whole WAMI region and patients come from outside.
We take our training mission very seriously here and are very enthusiastic about bringing new people into our environment. We have a really rich environment for training. We have a very large genetics faculty across the institution.
Both the identification, the treatment, the recognition of the involvement of genetics in a much broader scale is really what's on the horizon.